This is the plaintiff, Michael Curry. He says he was hired to paint the defendant's apartment, and when he returned to paint for the second day, his tools were ruined. The defendant's pit bulls chewed up the hose and handle to his spray gun. She apologized and said her husband would pay him. After the job, he showed up at her house to get the money for his ruined tool, and the rude defendant slammed the door in his face. Some people. He's suing for $149, the cost of a new paint gun. This is the defendant, Bernice Mack. She says she told the plaintiff not to leave his equipment in her apartment overnight because she has dogs and she lets them roam free in her house. He didn't listen to her. He left his stuff in her living room, and then 3 days later he returns complaining about his paint gun. The plaintiff made the decision to leave his stuff against her wishes and now wants to be paid to get new stuff? Nice try. She's accused of being a drip.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff was hired to paint the defendant's apartment. During the job, the defendant's dog ate the plaintiff's paint gun. But the defendant says she told him not to leave his stuff overnight, so tough. It's the case of the dog that showed his true colors.
Thank you, Douglas. Michael Curry, you are suing Bernice Mack for $149 that you want her to pay to replace your paint spray gun, which was damaged by her dogs, correct?
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah, so me and my co-worker was doing her apartment. On the time we did her apartment,
What does doing her apartment mean?
I painted her living room. I painted her
Okay,
whole
why
room.
did you paint it? Was she hiring you to do
order.
that?
No, that's my job.
Are you the super?
No, I'm maintenance.
All right, so go on.
We completed the bed. We completed the living room, the hallway, and the bathroom.
Okay.
The next day we were returning back to come to do the 2 bedrooms. My co-worker asked her, was it okay to leave the tools? He left his tools as well.
Where's your coworker today?
He's at work. My boss wasn't letting him leave.
Okay, do you have an affidavit from him or something? Because you can't tell me what your coworker worked out with her. Right. I mean, that's for him to say. I need to be able to cross-examine him because she denies that happened. All right, so go on.
So we completed that part. We left, asked to leave the tools there. She said yes, left the tools there. I came back to return and finish the apartment.
When did you come back and return?
The next 2 days.
Okay, and then when you came back, what did you find?
My tools chewed up.
Okay, can I see them?
Yes.
Now, who had chewed the tools up? I presume it was not her.
The dog she had in there.
Okay, what kind of dogs does she have in there?
Pit bulls, and also I had purchased I sent my brother over there to purchase 2 puppies from her as well.
Okay, had you purchased a puppy from her too?
Those are my 2 puppies, yes.
Oh, your brother, so the 2 puppies were...
The boy is his, the girl is mine.
Okay. So you know she has pit bulls. That's not some big surprise to you.
It's not.
Okay. Why would you leave your equipment there?
Because he's working in there. I do that with every apartment I work
No,
in.
I know. I know that for you, it's more convenient to leave it there. But if you know that she has pit bulls, why would you leave it there for the dogs to, what do you think, she's going to be putting a 24-hour watch on the stuff you leave behind?
No, because actually she had kennels. She got kennels in her house.
Yeah, what's she going to do? Kennel her dog for the whole time that you feel like leaving that little thing that doesn't even, it's not like it's a you know, a backhoe. You know, it's that little thing. Why didn't your guy just take it with him?
It's a few tools. It's just more than just only this. His tools is up there, mine is up there. That was that. And I just bought this recently.
It doesn't look like you just bought it recently. It's full of paint.
Yeah, because I got to work. I did a few apartments.
Okay. So tell me about the discussion that you have with, do you ever tell them, sure, leave all your tools lying around for 3 days?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So, guy leaves his stuff behind overnight. Is she responsible for paying for the paint gun?
No way.
Because?
Negligence on the part of the contractor.
Negligence on the part of the contractor. Are you buying that?
I think it's part of the deal. Yeah, she is.
She's liable because he left the gun sitting there?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say?
Absolutely, she's liable. Take care of your dog.
Wow, I did not expect that going inside the courtroom.
I told him they went to lunch at 12 o'clock, and they were supposed to be back at 1 o'clock. They came back 2:45 smelling like liquor and beer.
Okay.
And they told me they was going downstairs to get the paint. I said, you know I got dogs. I don't lock my dogs up for nobody. I just locked them up for them to do the living room. They didn't even finish the living room. And he said, we coming right back. We coming, and that was on the Monday. And he said, we coming right back. We coming right back. And they never came back. They came back on a Thursday.
Okay, so that was on Monday. They left early, and then they come back on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
And he said, we going downstairs to get the paint. When they came back 2:45 when they were supposed to be back at 1 o'clock, smelling like liquor and weed. So I said, you think I'm laughing? I told you I had to be somewhere at 2 o'clock to pick up my grandkids.
Who's the lady nodding next to you?
That's my cousin.
Okay.
I rent my room out to her.
Okay.
And they went to go get the paint and they never came back. When they came back, it was on a Thursday.
And when they come back on the Thursday...
His thing was ate up.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to take your equipment. I'm not watching your equipment. I'm not responding for that.
Yeah, you're going to be... Let me tell you something, Mr. Curry. I understand that I've had work done in my house, and I've had workers ask me, is it all right if I leave my stuff? And they, you know, if there's a place for them to leave their stuff, then that's fine. But I'm not responsible for their stuff while they leave their stuff. I'm not, you know, I mean, that's just for your own convenience. Otherwise, take your stuff with you. It's not even that big. I don't care if there's 8 more hoses. Take your stuff with you instead of leaving it there. How big is your apartment?
Small, not
yeah,
big.
You know, she has to have all that stuff sitting there, and what's she supposed to do? Keep her dogs in a cage for all those days? How is this not on you?
Because actually on it.
How is this not on you?
It's on me as well. It's on her.
No, not as well. How is it not on you 100%?
It can be because her apartment is not small. And her
But
apartment
that's
is huge.
up to her to decide. See, she didn't even employ you, okay? Somebody else employed you to go in there and do your work. So it's, you know, if you can't finish it in that one day, I understand, then take everything with you, okay? But if you leave it there, you're gonna have to prove to me that if you want her to pay for that, $149, then you have to prove to me that she took it upon herself to safeguard your equipment from the dogs that live there, the 2 pit bulls that you knew live there. And you're having a really hard time proving that, telling me she told somebody else who didn't come to court today. Verdict for the defendant.
Well, the plaintiff's on his way out of the courtroom. Taking off your jacket, jeez.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just going to file again in another courtroom, but it's no problem.
All right, sorry about that. You just couldn't prevail in court today. You must sign a few documents outside. Here comes Ms. Mack, the plaintiff, or defendant, rather. Sorry about that. You're smiling. You feeling good now?
Yes, I am, because it's not I'm not liable to wash his stuff.
That's right.
I'm not responsible for that.
Did you think your dogs would eat his equipment?
They bid it.
They bid it?
Because they came back 4 days later.
Yeah?
Yes.
And they couldn't expect for the things to be right. If we say we leave the dogs out there for a reason, then he should have took his stuff with him. That's his fault.
All right, well, goodness. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Watch those pit bulls, okay? Harvey?
Okay, Doug, the plaintiff cannot file another case. This small claims court process is final and no right of appeal.